slept. I was there with you the whole night. Whole night I slept. Yo, what's happening, beautiful people? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? Let's go. I think we're live. I think we're live. I think we're good. We are good. I have my babies in the background, so they're gonna be making a shitload of noise. They're gonna be making a shitload of noise. Let me get situated. Yeah, we're like living it up right now. Let me close some of these blinds. Maybe we can do some of this background light. What's up, beautiful people? Let's go. Let's go. We are live right now. We are live. We are live. Yo. My daughter's like turning on all of these toys. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited. I am excited to be alive right now. Oh, 1 second. Let's get it. Let's get the stream going. Put some eights in the chat. Put some eights in the chat. Yeah. Most people I get a lot of compliments after my live streams where people are just like, yo, bro, man, I think that's so cool that your children in the background and how you stay focused, how you deal with them, how you discipline, and you like. I like using tones for discipline, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but using different tones literally can train your children in such a correct way without actually having to put your hands on them or getting aggressive with them. You can literally just change your tone. Like I can go from saying come to come, like like putting that speaking through your chest. It's the vibration and it's the frequency, And when you're on the proper vibration, your proper frequency, especially with your children, certain things don't even need to be said, because I remember my mom was like right upstairs right now, and I remember my mom would be in the middle of the choir on a Sunday. She would be in the choir on the Sunday in the back. I'm sitting all the way in the back, or I'm even being an usher at this point in the Baptist church. So I'm supposed to be sitting there and being still, but I'm back there laughing and joking with my cousins, and all of a sudden you can feel the intensity. That's where they get the red beams from Superman. I think it gets it from mamas who are trying to get the attentions of their children in church or in public settings where they're just like, put some fire in the chat if y'all understand it. Cause see, I be looking at some of my employees sometimes. I'm like, they'll see me coming around the corner and they'll be leaning on the store, like one of the like where the register at. They'll be leaning right there. Sometimes I catch them on their phone. As soon as they see me come around the corner, I'm like, everybody knows that look. Everybody knows that look. So before we even get started, beautiful people, make sure there's a thumbs up right there. Click that thumbs up. Also turn the notification on to let you know that when I'm live, you guys can get that notification, because I'm on live every day at 7 a.m. teaching, preaching, hugging, loving, healing, preaching, and teaching individuals how to fish in the financial markets. So that being said, what I wanted to talk about today is like, you got to stop letting people play with your visions. And what do I mean by that? Like, for an example, if you have certain things that can hinder your growth, meaning you have some charges, you have horrible background history. So when people kind of like check your background, it's kind of like funky. So you have a hard time, or you feel some type of way when you're like, need to get approved for something. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand that energy that I was just basically speaking on right now. You feel kind of by giving your name, your social, and people checking your background, because you got you got a little funky background. You got a little eviction, you got a little repossession, you got felonies, you know what I'm saying? You got issues, but it was a long time ago. And those issues are no longer in your rearview mirror. You're looking in your rearview mirror and you don't even see them. You don't even feel those issues no more. You look into the left and they're not even near your car. They're not even in the current vehicle that you're actually in, but also it's hindering you today. Put some fire in the chat if you can understand that. So I'm going to say something to all of you individuals, and I'm going to let everybody know. Stop letting people play with you because they're trying to paper whoop you. Let me say that again. Stop letting people play with your vision because they can try to paper whoop you out of you basically getting your vision. Worst case scenario, let them tell you no. I'm in the business of creating great no's to get amazing yeses. Let me tell you this again. As an individual that stands in front of you today with felonies, with a very rugged background, militia work, like I can give you a rundown of reason why if someone just looked me up on paper, they'd be like, yo, hell no. Hell no. This brother crazy. You look at some of them charges, you go, like, yo, bro, this brother crazy. But it's also 20 years ago. So imagine every time I know when someone looks this up, you're gonna see it. Like I don't care. I'm like, yes, yes. That was a younger version of me, and thank God that individual is not sitting in front of you today because that individual didn't know how to handle no. So what I mean by that is be prepared to hear no's. Exactly. Be prepared to hear no's because those no's should get you motivated and even increase your discipline to get a better yes. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Let me say that strong. Like I'm a firm believer. And yo, you can tell me no. I can handle no. I can handle an okay no. I can handle a good no. I can handle an aggressive no. One thing gets under my skin is the silent no. Put some H in the chat. When you start understanding them silent no's, the individuals that don't have the courage or the self-development to literally say no. So they just ghost you or they disappear or they leave you wondering and like this energy there, that energy there is an energy that creates like bad karma towards the children. Like this is what people fail to realize because everything has a cause and effect. Just because you don't want to deal with something, that don't mean you can just literally block it out and just literally say, I'm just going to turn my back. Eventually, it's going to come back into your face and be right here into your front line. So that's why I always say, people, one of the best things you can do as an individual that is self-developing and an individual that is creating visions and creating like affirmations and must-do lists, things to do lists, like you got to stop letting people play with that vision because the vision is what's going to leave the legacy for your children. Your children are going to say, yo, I witnessed my dad do this and do this and do this and do this. And then as they start telling those stories, they're going to be able to vouch. People are going to be around them who witnessed that same activity on a daily basis, that same infection that you have had. They're going to witness that shit and they're going to get even more confirmation that, yo, my pops was, brother was a beast. Brother was a beast from West Coast to East Coast, from international back down to 10 toes down USA. Like, so what I'm telling any and everybody here, I don't know your vision. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. But if you are a father, you are a mother, you are an entrepreneur, you are an individual that is seeking better, you better stop letting people play with your vision and you better stop playing with yourself. And this is what I'm coming to you guys today to tell you. One of the biggest things you can do is tell yourself no and not give yourself the rebuttal like you're going to give someone else if you're just basically working for someone else. Imagine you could tell yourself, you listen, we're gonna go to the gym. Then you tell yourself no when it's time to go to the gym. And there's no rebuttal. You better stop playing with yourself. Let me say it again. Because this might miss a lot of y'all. See, when you're seeking something like something that's on your to-do list, on your vision board, you're ready to go through the higher highs, the lower lows. You're ready to break down and climb mountains to get the yes for that vision, especially if it's attached to your children. But when it comes to something like self-discipline of saying, okay, now I'm going to diet. Now I'm going to watch what I eat. Now I'm going to correct the way I look, my presentation. I'm going to correct that, my physique. I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to start spending money in my mouth. I'm going to get my teeth fixed. I'm going to go get my eyes checked. I'm going to keep my hair cut clean. I'm going to become more aesthetic because maybe there has to be a dress up for the character that you are trying to be to achieve these certain things. Maybe the character that you stand today is not the character that demands those or receives those blessings. Maybe the character today needs to be cutthroat, barbarian like on things that it tells itself that it needs to do. Let me say that again. Maybe the character today has to be the barbarian, be the monster. Maybe that individual has to be the individual that is okay with the no, okay with things not going their way, okay with all of the things in life that right now can literally hinder them from true change. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understand what I'm saying. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm telling you. Let me say that again. Maybe the guy you are today has to go through the barriers, the rough times, the always understanding why me? Why do I always get the ass end of the stick? Why I always got to get it from the mud? Because the better version of you is not getting that. The better version of you is reaping all of the rewards from the work that you have basically put in. Let me say that again. So this is where I stand. When I look at my history and I see the trials and tribulations, the felonies, when I see all of that shit, I'm like, because this guy today, ooh, I love it. So that's why I don't let nobody play with me. That's why I don't let nobody shake me. I'm going, listen, the guy I am today, you should be happy that we're having this conversation. Because man, Lord knows if I was the individual, just a hint of the individual I was 20 years ago, I was 25. Listen, me at 25, me at 25 with lack of actual guidance, with money, skill sets, I can go look on paper and say, yo, man, this guy was reckless as hell. He was reckless as hell. It was get rich or die trying. And if anybody was telling you no, we're kicking doors down on locked doors. So that method had its bonuses, that method had its perks, but also that method left a stain. See? That method, that character left a stain. And while this character is oof, slick, educated, professional, focused, driven, precise, got his shit together. This is the individual that I was saying when I was 17. I'm going to be 45. I'm going to be owning businesses. I'm going to have people working with me, not for me. I'm going to be on stages. I'm going to be educating. I'm going to be loving on people. I'm going to be changing the world. So at 45, when I look back at the 17-year-old me and I go, yo, bro, we're doing that. So he's excited. My 17-year-old self, I was talking to my 17-year-old self this morning in the gym, and I was looking at the 45-year me, and I started saying, looking pretty nasty, bro. You looking good. I'm like fucking chest bumping myself because imagine I remember when I was 17. Alice, I was telling myself, I'm like, yo, bro, sometimes you got to prep yourself up like this. So I started like, you know what I'm saying, like feeling myself this morning. And then the guy comes over there, he was like, bro, what you on this morning? You over in this corner glowing. I was like, bro, you see that shit? You see that? And the reason why I say that to you guys today, because no matter what your current situation is, don't let nobody play you for your vision. Because if your vision is for bigger, better things, then this is just the moment. Yes, your moment has thunderstorms, hurricanes, monsoons, and tornadoes, and hurdles, and locked doors, windows that don't open, that used to open. Your present situation has all of that currently. Let me tell you, beautiful people, when you start looking on the other side, because I'm an individual that is on the other side now, looking back at that individual on paper, and I'm just like, damn, homie. Like, damn, homie. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. You understand that? And so imagine if I allowed that character now make this character have lack of confidence, low self-esteem, or the biggest infection that one can have is fear, which is the false evidence appearing real. Let me say that. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Or forget everything and run. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these little things that go along with fear. Forget everything and run. How many people have that energy when you feel fear? So it could be a thought process, it could be a business idea, it could be a opportunity, and then fear sets in, and you go, "Oh my God, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it." Or you can have the opposite side of that and understand you face everything and rise. There you go, Sean. That's the opposite. Everybody should know these things. I'm telling you, this is like whenever you feel doubt or you feel some type of like lack of encouragement, lack of motivation on your journey as of right now, you should start understanding those. I think they were anonyms or some shit like that. Like listen, face everything and rise. What sounds better? Face everything and rise or fear everything and run? Face everything and rise is so much better. False evidence appearing real is so much better when I start understanding like that's not real. It's just appearing real. And the reason why acronym. Thank you, Brian. That's why I love what I say, anonyms or something like that. I just made up a word. That's the confidence the 45-year me have that. Create my own dictionary around here. Triple A dictionary. So the anonyms for fear. So I'm here to tell any and everybody, Nintendo. Don't ever let anybody play with your vision because if your vision is to have big properties, big homes, kids with their own rooms, you with your own space, like if that's your vision, and don't let nobody say don't let nobody walk on your vision and your happy trail and leave BS or in the trail so your children got to literally now put shoes on just to walk down the path. My children are going to be able to until they are now walking with no shoes on this path that we are laying for them. Put some eights in the chat if you understand the freedom of that. See, one thing I love about the Savage Queen, you guys want to see her on social media if you can follow her. Her name is Beth. She never got shoes on. So this is one thing that I see on her feet. Anytime I look at her feet, I know she don't have shoes on. So that lets me know this female has blazed a trail for her children and her family that she is now walking barefooted on. So imagine the comfort of her children. Just saying that you got to look at it at a bigger spiritual perspective. Some people look like, man, she tough as hell. She ain't never got shoes on. No, path is so clear. She can walk with no shoes on, even if she just exercises. Mm, you see? Eliana, same. You understand that? So when you start understanding the path that you're blazing, you've already been through the first beginning where you started having to chisel the bushes and chop down the trees and create a better foundation, cleanse the land a little bit, pull back and even dig up and plant new things. Like don't forget that you're gonna have to do this as well. Every time you start trying to ask for things and do bigger things, bigger than what you're currently doing, then you're gonna have to be able to, as they say on that is it what's the excavator song? Is it Lizzie? I'm an excavator. How many people know that song? Sometimes you got to be an excavator. Sometimes you got to be an excavator and just scoop the shit out of your life and literally just place it over there in another bin, close that bin, and dump it. And dump it. So I'm here to tell everybody in the most sincerest energy. It is 2024. We're going into 2025. We're in the greatest phase financially of a transition that one can witness. It is bigger than the dot-com boom. It is bigger than your actual weed boom. Whatever boom you can think of, the crypto boom is 10 times bigger. I don't know if you don't know, but they just said, government, that they're going to start using BTC as the reserve currency of the United States of America. I don't know if you didn't hear this. Put a one in the chat if you heard that. Put a two in the chat if you didn't hear that. Starbucks, you owe me money. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. Oh, I meant 720. It was for Wick Talk. Patrice, I appreciate that. Let me say this again. Mr. DT just said he is going to change our reserve currency into cryptocurrency, BTC. So what does that mean? BTC is going to fly off the roof because now, as I said, BTC now has commercial investors, meaning institutions are now going to put the money into crypto, which gives it the boom, which also allows other individuals who have zero clue to get left behind again. Have y'all ever heard the saying, not everybody's going to go? You can't take everybody. You can't force everybody. So for those who build a business, like we are consistently trying to educate individuals on the business, on why they should be started, why they should literally be investing into cryptos, why they should have up. Hold on. I'm telling you, my children are like animals. They're like animals in the world. So let me stay focused. Let me stay focused. What's going to happen? What does this mean? For those who get left behind again, my question is to you, what are your visions? Because you got people right here, right now, that is in the organization that is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, but they're not taking action. You're too busy watching, or you're too busy in the concept of saying, oh my God, I need to learn this. I need to learn this. Right now, you need to be taking action. And if you have someone in front of you that is leading with literally confidence, leading with his chest out, leading with morals and ethics and loving and hugging and servicing, where you have problems, they're creating solutions. Not only are they creating solutions, but they're bringing them to the table, and then they're even giving you an option and walking you through those solutions, which is the whole concept and the acronyms of growth. Growing environment, recognizing open opportunities, walking with the individual, teaching an individual, helping the individual copy paste the whole thing they just did. That is growth. You're witnessing money grow in your face. Like you witnessed the cell phone grow in your face, you witnessed the computer grow in your face, you witnessed the internet grow in your face. Let's talk about things that grew. How many people remember when the newspaper would come to your door and get thrown? You had people just running through your neighborhood and throwing newspapers. You had a newspaper boy riding bikes and just literally throwing newspapers in your yard. Put a one in the chat if you remember those times. I remember there was a fight where a lot of news channels started saying, well, their subscriptions are going down because people are getting news from the internet app. Put a two in the chat if you remember that transition. Newspaper had to literally have to say, yo, we're wasting money printing because people are reading it online now. So all of a sudden, you got a letter in the mail with a little code, a little link or a QR code, and they say, hey, there's where your news is going to be. Now your subscription is cheaper. They charge you less and they gave it to you on your phone. That was a transition. I'll give you another one. That's right, Kev. That's right. Debit cards changed in your face 2 times. Let me say it again. Debit cards changed in your face 2 times. You had a blank credit card Bank debit card, they just immediately sent you one with a chip in it. You didn't ask no questions. You didn't say nothing. You just called the bank to verify if this was a real card. What do you mean this is a new card? I didn't know I was getting a new card. And what did they tell you? Yeah, this is a new technology that we have added, which makes it a very user friendly. So you know how when you go to your store, sometimes your magnetic strip is not working. That chip allows you to insert it now. That happened in everybody's face that is right here, right now. We should have over 100 likes in here. We got 28. Y'all being disrespectful. You owe me push-ups. Let me say it again. You owe me push-ups because I'm giving you real deal situations that is happening in your face. It is happening in your face. All of a sudden, the debit card changed again in your face, and it literally came with literally like a horn on it with like little antenna waves on it. And you said, "Yo, I didn't ask for a new debit card. Well, what is this one?" They said, "Yeah, sometimes your chip gets malfunctioned, so we having so many times we're replacing the chip, so we just now allow you just to tap, so that keeps everything in place. You don't even have to bring it out." And then I'll give you a third time that it changed right there in your face because they said, "You know what? Now you don't even have to bring it out of your wallet. You can add it to your Apple Wallet on your phone, and you can use your phone for tap." This happened in everybody's face. What up, Steph? This is happening in everybody's face. So let's talk about the money. I remember when you would have to go places and you had to only use cash. Put some H in the chat if you remember those days. I remember going to places in Arkansas where you can only use cash. And then all of a sudden, I remember to those places, they started saying, "Yo, we take credit cards now." And then you would have to give them your debit card, and they would put it on a thing with a piece of paper, and they would move something like this over it just to get the printout. Put some ones in the chat if you remember these times. I like to talk real deal facts because people should understand what is going on in your face. I also remember where if that machine was not working, the individual that was behind the counter would take a piece of paper, a pencil, and scratch it like this just to get the information. Put some twos in the chat if you remember those times. So then all of a sudden, guess what happened? Not only are we taking credit cards now, not only we have upgraded that transaction, but now you can swipe it. We have a swiper now. Remember the little swipers came out? You can put those little swipers anywhere. Hell, they had swipers you can put on the side of the damn glasses. They made sure you could swipe anywhere. It's this giving you the legacy credit card process. I've been in business for 23, almost 24 years now. I've been through the transition. I've been through the transition. I remember from block big registers to now like personal POS systems you can issue out to individual salesmen. These are real deal things that are happening in your face. I remember like when I would run up on a customer and I would think like, damn, I would have to take you all the way back to my store just to run the transaction. I made transactions at the gas station. Just to fast forward this conversation, you went from swiping to inserting to tapping. From inserting to tapping to Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. Do you not see technology moving a lot faster? And people are not getting smarter because the technology is being told to you. Say, hey, now you can do this. The bank tells you, hey, you know we have Zelle now. So they send you a little email. Say, now you have access to this now. So you can send money immediately. You can actually attach your bills to your direct account. So you ain't got to, you can go paperless. I want to get you guys to understand what is truly happening in your face as you sit here and speak. Because everything that is happening around us that is directly changing takes money. Takes money. And I told you the whole purpose of the pandemic was to see if they could put people on a universal income and make them use certain things or do certain things and see what would be the actual consequences and the repercussions from the actual public. That's why they said you're an essential, you're non-essential. That's why they say it was a mandate, but it wasn't a law. So they just said, we're going to say it, and we're going to see who really takes it serious and who really goes like, you know what, bro, I ain't no two shits about your mandates, bro. Ain't no law. You can't make me stay in my house. You can't make me put nothing in my body I don't want right now, bro. I don't care how much pressure you put on me. I don't care you tell me you're going to lose your business. I don't care. Oh, bro, you ain't gonna be able to go to no games no more, bro. I don't care. You ain't gonna ever be able to go to movies no more. I don't care. Damn, man, this guy don't care about nothing. Just leave him alone. Put him in another percentage over there. This is exactly what they did. They gathered data. Why do I tell you this today? Because in order for to create a smarter, faster, more user-friendly system, you're going to have to switch the dollar into that system. You're going to have to switch a cash-carrying society into that system. You got a First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, constitutional loving society right now who is heavy cash favor. Understand that, beautiful people? You have people putting up viral videos where their cash is not being accepted in Dunkin' Donuts. So times are changing. So therefore, you're going to have a lot of cash come back into the financial institution just to go digital. I want you guys to understand. You're going to have dinosaurs like farmers, businessmen, the laborers who have cash, the dump truck guys. They're going to bring tons of cash that is losing value in their presence back into the financial industry. And they're going to turn it digital. And they're going to do it through the bank. They're going to do it through JP Morgan. They're going to do it through Chase. They're going to do it through Wells Fargo, do it through Bank of America. And they're not going to have any custody of that. See how the system starts? Why? Because they're uneducated. Because they trust the banks. They trust the banks. They trust the education system, which is an indoctrination system. So that's why I named Alive. Don't let nobody play with your vision. Your vision should be detailed and your vision should be clear. And if you're trying to be the individual that is going to be the seven-figure individual that financially changes your life, you better financially build a foundation now. You know how many people in the rural areas only operating with cash? Do you know how many people in the trade show industry only operating with cash? Do you understand the hinder that it's going to do on those individuals when cash is no longer circulating in the system? And it's not because cash is losing the value that I'm saying. It's because people are no longer believing in it and they're giving it up. I know people who come to me right now and say cash is king when I'm in a trade show and I'm going, no, it ain't. Pay me with card, bro. Let me say this again. People come to me right now and say, yo, bro, cash is king. No, it ain't. Under our current situation for the last 4 years, no, it has not been. And because you don't understand that, you speak like this. Oh, another day, another dollar. If you knew what another day, another dollar was, actually, that's another day, another 3 cents. Because that's the true value. So when I start telling individuals and I start showing individuals these through charting, through technical analysis, through fundamental analysis, basic analysis, from literally hype companies that are literally well known, your Amazons, your Googles, I go just follow the money, beautiful people. They got vision. You think Bank of America put a fire in the chat if you think Bank of America has vision. Put fire in the chat if you think Wall Street has vision. Put fire in the chat if you think the largest bank, JP Morgan and Chase, have visions. And if you think they don't have visions to dominate the digital space like they're dominating the financial space physically, they got the same vision. That's why right now, if you don't know, now you're going to know. You can go into the metaverse right now and open up a bank account. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't know that. Let me repeat that. You can go into the metaverse right now and open up a JP Chase Morgan account in the metaverse. Not only could you open up a bank account, but you can deposit money in there. And then that money will be immediately used in the currency of whatever digital currency that you're using it for in the metaverse. Meaning if you have an avatar and you want to buy some Jordans, because also Jordan, Michael Jordan, 4 years ago was looking for digital artists, and I told y'all this. 4 years ago, Michael Jordan, the GOAT, was looking for digital artists to be able to create retro shoes for digital avatars in the metaverse. So Michael Jordan bought land in the metaverse, opened up a factory there. Nike partnered with him. Nike opened up a factory. Adidas opened up a factory. Puma opened up a factory. So we like, yo, the shoe companies are opening up factories where people can buy shoes digitally. Put a two in the chat if you did not know this. I'm screaming this shit for 4 years. So 4 years ago, what did we do? What did we do, love? 4 years ago, we bought land in the metaverse. We bought land in the metaverse. How could you not? I did it with Alex. I did it with the family. Everybody jumped on the live. And we said, yo, let's buy land in the metaverse. Alex spent like almost 30 grand. I spent like $5,000 buying land. And it's making money. Let me show you this. People are hiring people in the metaverse. People are firing people in the metaverse. People are making commissions in the metaverse. Walmart is in the metaverse. Amazon is in the metaverse. Let me tell you this. You can get on your digital avatar. You can put your virtual reality glasses on. You can walk into the Walmart or the Amazon. Let's just say Amazon. Let's say Amazon. You can walk into a center of Amazon on the metaverse, see something in Amazon, a bike, a toy, a hat, a backpack, a weight kit, whatever. Grab it, select it, throw it in your backpack. It would immediately get taken out of your account on Amazon and get shipped to your house. The actual product will get shipped to your home. You can go on Walmart, select groceries with your hand. So people are hiring individuals to do digital shopping for families who don't want to go inside Walmart. Someone will go take your list digitally that you create, put all of the items in your thing. You go park at the literally the delivery, the little parking space right there that they have. Every Walmart has it now. And someone will you scan it like that, let them know you're there, and someone will bring those groceries out to you. You can do this at Sam's. You can do this at Costco's. They're in the metaverse. I just want you guys to understand that. It has a extremely low usage rates right now, percentage right now. Meaning a lot of people not doing it. But imagine when that increase. Now the individuals who are no longer motivated to leave their homes because their whole lifestyle is in the metaverse. So when I tell you that we're going into a digital space, I think we should be already developed, because imagine the individual like me right now that gets into the metaverse and you leave a high vibration vessel right here physically. When I tell you, things are getting scary, because now when I go into the metaverse, I don't go in as an avatar as a user. I go in as an investor. I have a different way we enter in. We go to the back office. I don't go into the metaverse and play the game. We can go in the back office and see how much the land is worth now. We go to the back office and we see what the properties that are coming out. Who are the brand new investors? Snoop Dogg got a museum. Tupac got a museum there. Michael Jackson got a museum there. Do you guys remember the NFT booms when people were just making photos of their cats, drawing little things, making them digital and throwing them into the metaverse, making 100,000, getting 50 Ethereums, getting 20 Ethereums, getting $100 worth of, like, that was a real thing. So now you got artists just literally just drawing something, scanning it, making it AI and making it digital, putting it into the metaverse, and people buy it for 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 80 bucks. It's massive people. The reason why I educate you and tell you guys all of this today is for the simple fact things are changing in your face. Stop letting people play with your vision, because you have a vision right now. And if your vision demands you to interact with things that are changing at a rapid pace, then you gotta start pressing the gas and start creating way more no's to get way more yeses. Because You're going to need yes, especially if you have a trouble path like myself, because everything is going to be digital. Imagine now that if everything is digital, and now that pass keeps me from just getting past the first digital enforcement. I'm like, yo, I need to talk to somebody. But there's nobody to talk to. Pull out everything right here. No, 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 no. I can't pass this. This is bullshit. This is computerized. This is a screener. Don't nobody screen me like this. Let the guy tell me no to my face. Sir, I'm sorry. Well, I don't believe in sorry. Sorry is a horrible word. I don't know you like that. Where's the guy at who pays you? This is how I operate. I can take a no from him. I can't take the no from the computer. The computer don't know me. The computer don't know me. So I'm here to tell any and everybody, don't allow nobody to play with your vision. If your vision is to level up like the Jeffersons, then you level up. All means necessary. Fire in the chat if you understand. If your vision is to be successful in Forex, all means necessary. All means necessary. Your vision is to literally just become a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better worker, a better whatever. Yes, things are moving so fast, and by the time you finally get the confidence to just start talking to people, now you have to literally go through a whole nother vibration change of just accepting rejection. You've been rejecting yourself for so long. Now you're ready. Now the people have to reject. I know so many people literally hinder themselves from doing something great because they're constantly in their head, overthinking things versus getting into action. And then they start saying, you know what? I'm literally holding myself back. I'm no longer going to be like this. I'm going to change. And then you step out into the real world and then you realize why I tell you, you better be a monster out there. Nice people get beat up alive. You better be a monster. Or you better have the keys to unlock the monster that is within inside you at any given time. Because certain times the monster is needed, not the high vibrational spiritual individual. I tell people all the time, certain situations, my ego is 100% going to take the lead on the play. Most of the time, my spirit is leading. Certain times, I'm like looking at my spirit is looking like, bro, you know, I need you to handle this. And I'm not going to. I'm like that. I'm like, say less, say less. You know, say say less. You say like that's the vibe. I get people telling me all the time, like, man, your energy is so good, but bro, you look so you have to be psycho. This one guy told me in the show, he said, you probably look like the nicest killer I've ever met. Starbucks, you owe me money. The nicest killer. And we kill him with love now. You understand that? You understand that we're killing with love, we're killing with education, we're killing with pointing people in the right direction. Because I think we're at a place where there's a true war spiritually. There's a true war on information. So when you don't get proper information, that hinders the proper processing and decision making that one needs to make. And if you already struggle with making decisions because you have literally self, I would say, lack of like confirming things, so you struggle with making decisions with yourself. Meaning, I don't know if I'm going to wear these shoes or this dress. I don't know if I'm going to go to the grocery store today, or am I going to do it tomorrow? I don't know if I'm going to wear my hair like this. I don't know if you're that individual. A lot of people are those individuals, and I'm not pointing the finger or pointing down. I'm saying be aware. Be aware because once you know, now you know. So you cannot not know. So you're gonna do better. Like when I know I have these things, I know I have to do better. Like they say, what you lack in effort, what you lack in skill, you make up in effort. What you lack in knowledge and forex, you make up by showing up and doing what the experts are telling you to do. coming with a proper perception. I think it's going to fail. So we should buy. I'm going to press the sale. No, do what the expert told you to do, bro. You're clearly in the seat for a reason. I'm clearly on the stage for a reason. You're trying to achieve something that I'm choosing to service. I'm giving it. Take it, eat it, love it, clean your plate, throw it in the trash, wash your dishes out, and then come back tomorrow with the same vibration. Mm. Yo, what up, Boomer? I see Boomer in my chat. That chill work here, baby. So I'm here to tell y'all, I don't come into nobody's presence acting like I'm squeaky clean and I'm floating on water and walking around with linen on. I walk around with a Beretta, a blade, and I fuck around and find out that with high vibration. That's how I walk around. Just to let you know. I just got brass knuckles cooking from the MCO airport. But, if you know me, you know me. So therefore, I always tell people, quit letting people play with your vision because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission that blazing trails for billions of people. I'm telling myself every morning while I'm literally brushing my teeth and like preparing myself to present the character that I'm literally that is going to change the world. You know you're the bridge that billions of people are going to cross, right? I'm telling myself every morning. Billions of people are going to cross that bridge, and billions of people are going to need your energy. They're going to need your assistance. They're going to need your service. They're going to need you to be strong. They're going to need you to be secure. They're going to need you to be confident in literally the information that is going to need to be given at that particular time. So I'm also an individual that can meet an individual, and when they ask me something that I don't know, I have the 100%, 100% capability of saying I don't know, but I can get there. Am I going in and out? Because I'm speaking fast right now. How we do it? 46. We're 46 minutes in. Normally, when I'm on the mic, 46 minutes, I'm already giving. We're already making money right now. So the algorithm thinking maybe people have to start giving. So the algorithm start messing with the mic. They know normally when Mr. H on live about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, oh, that motherfucker ain't gonna stay on that making no money. That motherfucker like making money. So he gonna get people making money. So we gonna hinder the audio at that point. It's busy now. Yes, okay. But we had 47 minutes of good audio. See how you should think the good with the bad. We had 47 minutes of good audio. I'm just not saying audio issues. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hashtag fuck 'em. Just that simple. You're not going to mess with my vision. You can mess with the audio. Vision stays. So I want everybody to understand what I told you guys today is because everybody has their own vision. Everybody has their own wants and needs, musts, things like that. Quit hindering yourself to get through those rejections because you're going to have to take rejection because before I leave, I want to tell you, before you elevate, you're going to have friction. It's just like before you take off, you're going to have turbulence. Before you land, you're going to have turbulence. Why do you think that is so? You can take that metaphor of jumping on a plane, and before you reach the max altitude, you're going to have turbulence. And before you get down and put all wheels to the ground, you're going to get turbulence. So before you reach your destination, you start shaking. And right when you're getting landing and meeting right at the destination, you start shaking. So imagine when you get close to achieving your goal, it's going to start shaking. You're going to get shaky around you. That's why I have on this forearm right here, right there, pretty big forearm, pretty big forearm. I highlight. It says, "Speak the truth, even if the ground is shaking." That's heavy. I'll say it again. Speak the truth, even if the ground is shaking. Dude, I'm here for 40 plus minutes. I talked about this. Y'all remember I told y'all the story about the golden dog trees? About the dog trees? Like I know about it. Do your thing, boy. That's funny. That's funny. That's probably one of my these moments like right now I tell you where I grew from. Crying at a dumpster, you know, in Cleveland. I'm like headed back to Cleveland. So I'll see that dumpster. I'll see that dumpster. You see that? Yo, we hit like over the 2K mark. We're hitting over the 2K mark. And I'm growing organically. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't pay for nothing over here. I tell people literally, just subscribe. Like, I ain't talking nothing that's going to hinder you. Everything that I speak is going to just help you implement it. Or to let it go in one hand, go out the other. You're going to have that information. One day you're going to say, oh, bro, I'm going to alive one day. This guy told me this, he said this shit, and I'm like, man, I'm like, I'm trying to listen in. It's like, just note that. Because I always tell people, don't trust your mind. Remember everything. Trust the pen and pad. Trust the pen and pad. Keep a good book around you. Keep a good notebook around you. You got your phone. Use your good notepad. I'm always voice noting with my phone. I just met this individual right now. The individual told me to do this, does that, it does this. I make sure I come back and contact that individual. Put it in all bold. Sometimes I put it in red. Well, I'm always going back through my notes. If I get to my notes and I see something red, I'm like, oh shit. There it is. So listen, guys, I love you guys. Y'all make us like again, like the lives, comment on the videos, subscribe to the channel. Oh yeah, we're gonna get out. So I love you guys. Y'all like, share, drop your comments. Deuces, beautiful people. Yeah, it's coming in and out. I ain't gonna get